Hello there. This is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Women have two faces. Now, just to be clear, this ain't to say they two-faced it. And this is something I've constantly talked about, but I wanted to really clarify things in a podcast, right? Because, lately we've been talking about the whole social alpha, sexual alpha, and all of that, right? And, a woman's nature. But I think I'm just wanted to just put it all in one podcast, just a concise nutshell, because it can get real deep, right? Because when I talk about two faces, understand everybody has two faces. Everybody, really. I'm focusing on the women, but men have two faces as well, right? You can get, with the man, you can get that guy church going, pillar of the community type of guy, but he's into some real quiet, but he might be, into some kinky sexuality behind closed doors, right? So you get but the thing with men, we tend to be more open with ours. Women, they totally different. So they have a social face, they have a sexual face. Those two faces can actually be contradictory, right? Because the social face is what? The woman, she a good woman, she go to church, she might be a soccer mom in the neighborhood or something. It's like she's always clean and proper, even though a lot of women have tattoos and stuff like that now, she might be totally clean, look like Miss Purebred or something like that, right? And that's her social phase. But then her sexual phase, she getting trains run on her by 2 or 3 dudes routinely. Or she doing that, she got a secret account or something on a dating app or on one of those freak sites. Or she's cheating with a guy half her age. And that's been a consistent thing. Because the social needs of a woman and the sexual needs are two different things. And see, that's one thing a lot of guys don't understand. One of the things is too many men judge a woman's sexual nature by what they see socially. Now, I'm famous for talking about the underworld, the shadow world, or whatever. Basically, and a lot of people, they'll talk about the sex parties and all of that, but really the shadow world, a woman can be in the shadow world without, getting into BDSM or stuff like that. All right, she can be in there without that. Basically, the shadow world is where a woman expresses her true sexuality. Right? Her true sexual face. And see, that's when I talk about a lot of stuff, I'm talking about from a sexual perspective. Let me give an example. I still get pushback. Even though I say looks are important, I always say that's not the only thing. But you get guys that say, oh, it's just looks and stuff. But see, here's a woman. For a social thing, she might get that good-looking guy. Right? She'll get that good-looking, handsome guy. He got money and stuff. He's a pillar of the community, right? For the social thing, it looks good on the surface. They can have the wedding. But her sexual phase might want that dude who might be a little homely, but he packing and he know what to do with his shit. That dude turning her out. Like the social guy, she'll have sex with him, right? But it's pedestrian. It's quick. She's staring up at the ceiling and stuff, while he does his business for 3 minutes, right? And she's cool, right? She's cool with it, right? Because she said, okay, this is what I got to put up with, right? Just to keep the house, car, social position in a good state, right? Boom. No biggie at all. But then that's when that woman, she might look at the guy and say, hey, I'm going to the gym now. Then all of a sudden, she's driving 20 miles out the way. She in a middle class neighborhood. She driving into some hood or something, right? She driving to some hood, like some building kind of run down or something. She go in there, got some guy sleeping on an air mattress or something, but she go in there and the clothes come off as soon as she come in there, and he tearing her up, banging the shit out of her. And in fact, in her social life, her social phase don't do nothing kinky or anything. But shoot, her sexual phase, shoot, she taking it all the way in her mouth. She get on her knees and she swallowing, and she saying, you know, like, come all over me, daddy, or something like that. That's the sexual phase. See, and a lot of guys don't get that. A lot of guys are too on the surface because they never seen the other side. See, when sometimes I get some comments and I can look at the guy and say he's never truly seen a woman's sexual face, right? He's never seen one. In fact, the only guys who will see it on a consistent basis are consistently the other guys, the other man. The side piece. Like if a guy has been a side piece to multiple women, right? And this is why I say to be truly red pill, you need to experience it. That's when you see it, because a woman got to be somewhat honest with that side piece. And she'll do that. And, you know, the side piece ain't going to be the type of dude who's up in somebody's church. Unless he on his sexual shadow side too. Because sometimes that can be the case. But it's usually some guy away from her world, right? Away from her regular world. Somebody who can't like see her like just in a grocery store, be like, hey, how you doing? In fact, a woman will tell, women really try to keep their two worlds separate. And they might in some way even say, if you see me in public, I act like you don't know me. And, you know, and it's, you know, guys got to understand that. Guys got to understand it. See, one of my secrets is I look for the sexual phase. I've always looked for the sexual phase. As soon as I found out about it, I was like, okay, what she do behind closed doors? And it's not always obvious. Because especially it could be some of the ones who say, I'd never do that. I'd never do that. And I wish I had a dime every time I find out otherwise. Oh, yeah, they do that. Right? And that it's so prevalent. It's so prevalent. It don't matter if they professional. Don't matter if they in corporate America. It's just a matter who they like express that sexual side with. Because contrary to popular belief, it's not necessarily Pookie and Ray. They might not have access to them. Because you got plenty of professional dudes in the shadow world. Right? But that's the main thing in a nutshell dudes have to understand. See, one of the things is a lot of dudes can't get the simple idea that women actually enjoy sex and they want sex. It's like you tell them and they just can't believe it. But the thing is, they never experience a woman's true sexual side. See, understand, a woman's social side can still have sex. She's still going to have sex. All right? But you ain't going to see her full thing because she's going to hold back because her social side says, oh, I have to be classy. Oh, I can't do something nasty like suck that man's dick. That's what her social side going to be. Or, you know, engage in bondage, you know, let him tie me up. Her social side says that, you know. I'm not going to like, the social side is like, I'm not going to talk dirty to this dude or want him talking dirty to me. So she ain't going to do that. And she'll marry a guy that fits that social thing, you know. Like she might get, I'm going to tell you how deep it is. She might get that successful, real handsome dude publicly, right? Just to fit everything, but they don't have sex. But they don't have sex hardly. Understand that. Because understand something. A lot of dudes think, oh, yeah, they got to be handsome and drop dead handsome. No, they just got to be sexy. And every dude who can tear them up ain't necessarily like somebody who's going to win a modeling contract or somebody who's going to have a lot of money. Because their sole purpose is to bring her pleasure. They don't need him to take her out or be seen with her. In fact, she preferred not to be seen with her. But understand that that's regular. That's regular. And, you know, there's just going to be issues out here until men learn, just accept that, you know, that sweet woman that they think will make the good mother of their child or something got a freak inside of her. It's just a matter of where it's going to express itself at. If y'all can understand that one little piece right there, everything becomes so easy. So, I mean, and like I said, that's just a nutshell. That's just a nutshell. But if you understand that in a nutshell, women have two sexual faces. And the question a man has to ask is, which face are they appealing to? Which face are they appealing to? That's why a lot of guys who got high sex counts, they'll tell you, well, I didn't need to have money or anything. Because the guy fulfilling her sexual needs, that's all he needs to do. All he needs to do is have a stiff dick. He don't need to have money or take her out or anything like that. That's for the social guy. In fact, fellas, here's how you know which side the woman sees you as. It's a very simple thing. If she's insisting about you taking her out, spending money on her, meeting her parents, taking time to get to know you before having sex with you, you on the social side. You on the social side. She thinking long term, right? She thinking long term. She thinking image, all right? If all you had to do, all you had to do is just show up to a place. You don't have to spend money on her. If you don't have to spend money on her, or you don't have to, she don't require that you go take her out or be seen with her, you on the sexual side. And like for the cats who think, oh, it's just you just need money or you just need to look good. Yeah, you're on the social side. The sexual side, you just need to be good in bed. Whether or not you look good, that's the only thing. Basically, your dick need to work well. You need to be good in bed when you're on that sexual side. All right? Now, not to say women, like I said, understand. If y'all understand that simple concept, you understand everything. So anyway, that's all I got for now. Yeah, just think about it. It's everything in a nutshell. Anyway, I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.